safe and well. Today we're going to do a little video for you on high blood pressure and how to safely exercise if you do suffer from high blood pressure. So firstly, according to the NHS in the UK, 1/3 of all adults do suffer from high blood pressure, so that's a lot of people. A reading of 140/90 millimetres of mercury or over is defined as having high blood pressure. Now, uncontrolled high blood pressure can lead to things more serious conditions such as coronary heart disease, peripheral vascular disease, stroke, heart failure and kidney failure. However, it is quite easy to control blood pressure with a number of things. So firstly, medication can control blood pressure. Lifestyle changes such as reducing caffeine and salt intake, reducing weight, stopping smoking, and of course regular exercise can help to control blood pressure as well. What I'm going to show you now is some tips and things to avoid if you are exercising or daily activities, just to help control that blood pressure. So firstly, before we do exercise, it's important that you have your medication beforehand, so you take that well before you exercise. If you do check your own blood pressure readings with your own monitors, if you have a reading of 180/100, according to VA-CPR guidelines, that's a conjure indication to exercise. So it will be advisable to not exercise if your blood pressure is at that reading or higher. Also, if it is like that, just to consult your doctor as soon as you can as well. So the first tip I'm going to show you is to do with keeping your feet moving between bouts of aerobic exercise. So for instance, if I'm doing a sit-to-stand exercise, so with the sit-to-stand exercise, I'm doing different posture changes from seated to standing. This in itself can cause a hypertensive episode, which is a drop in your blood pressure, quite a rapid drop. Also, with the medication you're taking for the blood pressure, this can also lead to hypotensive episodes as well. So if on completion of this exercise, I'm starting to get some dizziness or some faintness, which can be a symptom of hypertensive episode, what I'm going to do is just come into standing position and march my feet. So this will help to relieve any dizziness and control that blood pressure back to normal again. So when exercising, if you're resting, it is important just to keep your feet marching, just to keep that blood pressure nice and controlled. So the next one I'm going to show you is to do with general activity, so thinking about gardening. So if you've got a high hedge and you are trimming the hedges, so you might have some manual trimmers or an automatic trimmer. What we're going to try and do is, if you have high blood pressure, is to avoid any prolonged overhead activity. So now with trimming the hedge, you might be in this position for a long time. So it's important when you're doing that to have regular rest. So if you do a little bit of the hedge first, have a rest. While you're resting again, just to keep those feet marching. If you are doing any prolonged overhead exercise or activity, that can increase your blood pressure. So to reduce it again, have a rest in between as much as you can, and a minute or two just marching your feet before you come back into trimming that hedge again. Another tip during the exercise is to avoid what we call isometric contraction. So that is basically just holding a certain position rather than doing a movement. So if we were taking a wall press, for example, what an isometric hold would be is if you came halfway here and then held the position. We want to try and avoid this and keep the movement nice and regular. So not holding the position at all, just keeping the movement nice and smooth and regular. Same also as well if you are using any hand weights, or if you've got your beams for the arm exercises. You want to try and avoid over gripping these. So if you're nice and tight with your hands like this, it is going to increase your blood pressure. So stay nice and relaxed with your grip as you're doing the exercise again. So try to avoid over gripping, so again it can lead to increases in your blood pressure. Another tip as well is to avoid breath holding. So sometimes you can do this subconsciously, not even really noticing during the exercise, to holding your breath. when you're doing your exercises, say if we're doing high knees, you're going to try and just breathe nice and normal rhythm. Because again, if you are holding your breath during the exercise, that can increase your blood pressure. So nice, regular rhythm in breathing throughout the exercises. And then the last exercise tip is to try and avoid any increased intensity using small muscle groups. So thinking about the arms as small muscle groups, legs as big muscle groups. So in order to try and reduce your blood pressure, keep it under control and not have any raises of blood pressure during exercise, if you take again the arm curl for instance, this is using the arms, so this is a smaller pump, so it's going to increase blood pressure like this. So to combat that, what we're going to do is march the feet at the same time. So again, this will help to control that blood pressure and keep it nice and controlled so that you're not leading to increases in blood pressure while you're exercising. Okay, hope those tips help and keep you safe during your exercise. Keep checking the page for more videos. Thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, it's Jo here from PARS. I hope you're all keeping fit and well at home. Today we're going to do some core exercises to help support your back. The last few weeks we've been working at quite a low level, so today we're going to have a go at a few exercises that might be a little bit more challenging. So we'll start with tabletop, okay? So lower yourself down onto the floor slowly, and draw your belly button in towards your back, and you're going to imprint your back onto the floor. So think about having your hips and ribs drawn together like a magnet. And then we'll just start with a few rolls, so just warming up, just loosen off your back. Lovely. And then you might want to bring your knees into your chest and just have a quick rock side to side, or lengthen one leg and just do some circles with this knee. And then change over. Okay, so let's start with your tabletop. So drawing your belly button towards your back, imprinting your back onto the floor and arms relaxed by your side. You're going to take a nice deep breath in to prepare, and as you breathe out, you're floating your leg into tabletop. Lower that leg down slowly, breathe in to prepare, breathe out to float up. So we've done tabletop a little bit and we do it a lot at the low back pain class each week. So just nice and slowly, always breathing out to float up into tabletop. You shouldn't be able to see your socks, they should be hidden behind your knee. Okay, then we're going to add a point. Breathe in to prepare, breathe out to float up, point. Go back to tabletop and lower down slowly. Well done. I'm going to make that a little bit harder now. I'm going to add in your arms. So arms up, palms facing, nice deep breath in, breathe out to float up. As you point, your opposite arm goes back, go back to tabletop and lower down slowly. Let's try that again. Tabletop. Point, your opposite arm goes back, tabletop and lower down. Keep that belly button goes back, go back to tabletop and lower down slowly. Let's try that again. Tabletop, point, your opposite arm goes back, tabletop and lower down. Keep that belly button drawn in towards your back. And breathe out to float up into tabletop. Point, your opposite arm goes back to tabletop. Lower down. Last one. So you might want to do that a little bit slower at home. Try 15 of them, a little bit more if you can. We even do 2 or 3 sets. Okay. Have a rest there. Again, you might want to have a go at a few knee rolls. Keeping that belly button drawn in towards your back. Last exercise today, palms up, palms facing each other. Nice deep breath in. Going to breathe out to float one leg into tabletop. Again, think about really drawing that belly button towards your back and imprinting your back onto the floor. Breathe in to prepare, breathe out, float the other leg up. Both legs in tabletop. You're going to tap on the floor and take your opposite arm back. Tap, opposite arm goes back, and back to tabletop. Nice and slow and controlled. If this is too difficult and you can't keep if your lower back's coming off the floor, if you can't keep contact with the lower back and the floor, then you're just going to take your heels a little bit closer to your bum and tap here. Or you can go back to the exercise like we were doing before, which is tabletop points, one leg at a time. The further you tap away, the harder that becomes. Last one. Arms go down first. Lower one leg out of tabletop, and then slowly float the other leg down out of tabletop. And bring your knees in towards your chest. Have a rest there. So maybe try 2 or 3 sets at home and let me know how you get on. Okay, thanks everyone. Bye.
Hi, I'm going to show you a little abdominal workout that you can do in a chair today. So all we need is a hard back chair, preferably without arms on the side. And the first thing we need to do is just make sure that our starting position is correct. So we're going to shuffle forward to the front part of the chair, our shoulders back, our tummy in nice and tight, our chin up and level, feet flat on the floor, and knees bent to about 90 degrees. There's a little gap between your knees, just about hip width. Okay, so it's sat up nice and tall, basically like you're having dinner with the Queen. Alright, so from here we're going to do a curl back, so it's a little stomach crunch. You're going to put your hands on your thighs, just above your knees, and we're going to slowly curl back, so rolling back through your spine. Your hands will follow you, just so that just before your back touches the backrest, you're going to bring yourself back up. Okay, so a straight spine into a curved spine. Okay, so we're using these tummy muscles to bring ourselves back up. If your back starts to hurt when you're doing this exercise, then you can take a little rest. Just shuffle backwards on your seat and just rest back for a few seconds, a few minutes if you need to, and then carry on. So you don't just do them at your own intensity and your own speed. Okay, so to make it a little bit harder, if you need to, you're going to put your hands up here, and again it's just a slow back and back up. Curl back and back up. Harder still would be hands up here. Now these are particularly good exercises if you do struggle to get down to the floor and back up, to do stomach crunches or the traditional exercises for your tummy that you would do on the floor, sit-ups and crunches and so on. We're just adapting them for a chair. Okay, so a variation on that one now. To make that a little bit harder still, we're going to add a little twist. So as your chest comes up from the back of the chair, as your chest comes up, then you're going to lift a knee. And as you lift the knee, you're going to twist also. Okay, so we're going to curl up, twist and lift, and back down. We'll do the opposite. So curl up, twist and lift. So the knee comes up at the same time as that your chest is coming up from the chair. Okay, so take a rest there if you need to. Another exercise that you can do are some side bends to work your obliques here at your sides. You can put your hands on the side of the front chair legs. Again, just check your posture, tummy in, shoulders back. You're going to slide down one side, back up to centre, down the other side. It's important to remember to reset in the middle each time. So down, up, reset, other side, up, reset. Okay, and if you want to make that one a little bit harder, hand up here by your ear, temple, and again, same exercise. This time we were just doing one side at a time, so we're just down to the left, and then you'd swap over and do the right. more exercises. A little torso twist exercise for mobilising our spine. Hands up here by your shoulders. You're just going to twist around to one side, back to the centre, twist around to the other side. All the time when we're doing this one, just remember to hold your tummy in, not fully so that you can't breathe, but enough so that you're holding it in, maybe about 30-40% held in. Okay. And our last one is we're going to use our legs to work our abs. Okay, so we're just going to lean back slightly, put our hands on the back of the chair, and we're just going to alternate our legs that we lift up. So we're going to lift up one, and then the other one. You can make this a little bit harder also. You can double the time. Really add the squeeze and the little the punch at the top almost, so you're having a bit of a crunch. Or if you're feeling that that's nowhere near working you hard enough and you want to work a little bit harder, just lean back again a little bit more, hold on tight with your chair, and you can do both legs together. Okay. Alright, and then from there just shuffle back into your chair, have a little rest, and then go and get a cup of tea.
Hello there, it's Friday, so to continue the series of chair-based exercise, we're going to carry on today with a little session which is going to take about 5 minutes, give or take. We're going to have a session which contains 3 elements. First, the warm-up, and then we'll do some sit-to-stand exercise, which is very, very good and complete in terms of legs and upper body. And a bit more specific, upper body exercise using some hand weights. I got a couple there. We'll see that in a few minutes. Anyway, we'll start with a warm-up. Start walking. There. Using a chair, remember, make sure it's safe, sturdy, and you can do some exercise. And you start walking on the spot, using your legs, using your arms, with a good posture, nice and relaxed. There we go. And walk. 4, 3, 2, 1. Still walking, still moving your legs. We try to carry on moving all the way through the warm-up and push your hand in front. And away. Repeat and push. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So you take your time, you don't rush it, you do it right, controlled, and again, 3, 2, and 1. Still walking, bring your hands down, roll your shoulders up, back and down, hands facing up, bicep curls, why not? Let's go with that. Still walking. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Still walking. Don't stop. Bring hands up. We're almost there. Just press in and out. In and out. Again. Breathe in, breathe out. Always work your breathing technique as well. And push. Breathe in, breathe out. Again. 2 and 1. And down. One more. That should do the trick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands up toward the ceiling. Up, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. All the way back down. A little shake with your arms. Roll your shoulders up. Reset your posture. Back, down. One more time. Shoulders up. Shoulders back. Shoulders down. And breathe. Very good. So, chair-based session part 2 out of 3. We've done the warm-up. Now we're going to do the sit to stand. Again, we got 3 stages for this. The first one, arms across. You probably know that one. if you've been with me in classes. Shoulders back, pushing through your heels toward the ceiling, standing up. Before sitting down, make sure you shuffle your way back, you feel the chair or the box behind you. You're going to push your bum into the chair, leaning forward, there we go. And then sit back, and then stand up again, repeat. And then down, nice and controlled, as always, down. Make sure you don't look down, try to maintain a neutral, straight back position. There, and you repeat that one. Let's do it together. 3, 2 more. And up, and down. There we go, one more time. Standing up, sitting down, and release. And walk. There, to get the blood back into the legs, to get the heart rate back up if needed. Nice and relaxed, same thing. And breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit to stand part 2 out of 3. Arms across, starting the same way. Shoulders back. Going to stand up. And you're going to sit down in 4 stages. First one, you bend your knees a little bit. And then a bit further. And then a bit more. And then you sit. And you repeat that one every time. You mark a pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2, eh? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3. 2 more to go. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And walk. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Still good. Very good. Have a breather, little shake with your arms. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. You start feeling it in your legs, in your quads, at the front. If you feel it in your knees, don't worry too much about it. It's normal. Unless obviously you're in too much pain and it's time to stop. But that's going to reinforce your knees. So that's a good exercise. Okay? Part 3. Last one. My favorite. Arms across. Standing up. So this time, going to bend your knees once, and then second time, and then from there, you stay there, and from the knees, tiny little bounce. 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up, and then repeat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2. 3 more. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more to go. Start to feel it in the legs, in the knees. That's fine. That's normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And up. Is that the last one? I think it is. 1, 2. That's the challenge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And up. And sit. All the way back down. And walk. Little walk in between. There we go. So that's not bad, is it? So we've done some exercise. That's part 2 of the series. The last one's going to be using the weight. I will see you in a few seconds. Okay then, welcome back. This is the last part of the chair-based session for Friday. We're going to do a bit of strength training at home. So we're not in the gym, we haven't got any weight. So we're using what we got. I've got today some cans. Okay, they're about just under half a kilo. You can go higher if you want, or lower if you want, or you don't have to use them at all if you don't want to. But today I'm going to show you some exercise you can do, mainly upper body. And if you feel very good, pretty much during all the session, all the exercises, you can walk if you feel very good, but you don't have to. Main thing is to get and to maintain a good posture all the way through. So first one, holding the can or anything you got in your hands, try to make sure you got the same weight on each hand. Bring your shoulders up, back and down, and let's go with the biceps curls. Classic one, nice and controlled. There, lifting up, down, and you go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straight away, lift the weight up, about horizontal, okay? And close it in, chest press, back and in. Breathe in, breathe out, again, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then on the side. From the side, shoulder exercise, pushing up toward the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down, down. And then the last one, shoulder roll up, back and down. You're going to lean forward. You're going to lift your elbows behind you, and you're going to extend your arms toward your triceps. There, push and back, stretch. And again, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way back, all the way together. Roll your shoulders up, back, down. Let's go for a little walk on the spot. You can drop the weight on the side for a minute. And you can either call it a day for the session, or if you feel very good, you can repeat what we've done before, the sit to stand and upper body exercises as many times as you want, or as you feel you want to do. Thank you very much.